Hey everybody at ComicWow, this is Big Rick. We're at AwesomeCon here in DC, and I happen to run into the Man of Action team with Duncan, Joe, and Steven.
Hello.
Joe?
Duncan? Joe? Steve.
And as you might know, these are the creators of Big Hero 6, probably one of the best animated shows in the last 10 years. My kids love it. Now, what got you guys all together to form this awesome team? Anyone, Duncan?
Well, first, we created the characters Big Hero 6 we did, for Marvel.
Okay.
We introduced them into comic books. And what got us together, oh, good Lord, comics. We all worked together on Marvel and DC characters, you name it, from the X-Men to Superman.
Mm-hmm.
And we found out that we really liked working with each other, and we said, why work for the man when we can go and make our own stuff? Yeah, and work for the Man of Action.
That's awesome.
There we go. That's
now, as far as this team goes, you guys all have your own individual projects as well?
Yes.
Yeah. What would be one that you're working on?
Oh gosh, well, I mean, we all do comics individually. We do a lot of animation together. We also work in pairs and couplets and stuff. So, I Kill Giants is a book of mine that came out a little while back, but we're developing as a feature right now. So that's a good example of a single.
Very cool. And I'll make sure I get them all right. Duncan, Joe, Steve. Yeah. All right, and Steve?
Very well.
Yeah, right, thank you.
You can just call us man.
All right, man.
Yeah.
All right, my mans. And what are some projects you've got going on? I was under the impression, based on your holster here, that you might be a LARPer. Would that be true?
I am not role-playing at the moment, except as a writer. I'm role-playing as a writer.
Level 15 writer.
Now, Man of Action's got a bunch of TV projects based on our comics, which is kind of cool. Right. Coming up in the next year, live action stuff. We have a bunch of new animated shows. The only one we can even talk about legally without getting arrested is called Zack Storm and the Seven Seas, which is being produced in France, and it'll show up here in the US. It's kind of a spiritual follower to Ben 10 and Generator Rex, other shows that we've created in the past.
So you guys are like super busy, all sorts of media stuff going on.
There isn't anything we don't do.
Wow, because they're Men of Action. Now, again, with the whole con life scene, what is the next one that people can come to find you all if they don't see you here at AwesomeCon?
We actually don't do very many cons. We do one a quarter, except this week we're leaving here and going right to New York Special Edition. So. But that's just because business panned out to leave us on the East Coast. And
Are you guys going to be at San Diego Comic-Con?
San Diego Comic-Con has been a staple of ours for the past 20 years.
20 years?
Yeah. 20, right? I mean, yeah.
I've actually been around for 15, but 20 years of Comic-Con.
Probably 25.
Actually, I've been going to Comic-Con since '86.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
So.
The last time I've been to San Diego was in 1999.
Oh wow.
And that was, again, when it was small.
Yeah,
so now it's crazy.
Irrecognizable. You wouldn't even.
What is your favorite thing about the con experience for your, with the fans, or what's the thing that you guys find?
It's the fans. I mean, it's the cons where you can actually talk to somebody who knows your work, is excited about what you do, and they want to have that interaction. Those are the people that fuel us to go do more stuff. And then once we started doing animation, and Ben 10 specifically, the kids started showing up, and it just made a really nice balance between older fans and then young fans that are so crazy excited because their brains explode when they go wait, you made that thing that I love? It's awesome. So that's why we do it. I mean, we just have a lot of fun.
So you do this to make kids' brains explode?
Yeah.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
That's exactly right, because they are the future.
So let's end that.
Exploded head future.
Okay. Now, because you all do the comic book writing and art and all that awesome stuff that, like you said, the kids love, and their brains explode. When you were kids, what was the comic that made your brain explode, Duncan?
Oh man, Avengers 1:18.
Okay. Why was it that that's the one for you?
I don't know. We were on a trip and we had a bunch of comic books in the back, the car, for this long road trip, and it just all of a sudden dawned on me this was the greatest thing I had ever seen in my entire life.
Awesome.
And I went, because normally they get ripped up or tossed out, and I found myself digging through the garbage and picking them out, and I knew then that that was pretty much going to be my life.
So Avengers 118. How about yours?
The Demon Bear saga of New Mutants. When I saw Bill Sienkiewicz
He was
art,
34 years old.
no, I had stuff when I was younger that I like inherited from an uncle, and
Sure.
and there's stuff in there that I love. Spectre, House of Secrets, House of Mystery, and it was all very influential. But my first choice, where I was like, I want to buy this comic, was New Mutants, and it was that Sienkiewicz art, like blew my mind. And then I loved the stories and I loved the characters, and that was it.
Well, you know they're coming. I've heard rumor that there's a show being put together, a live action New Mutants. So I'm sure you'll be in the seats for that.
If it's drawn by Bill Sienkiewicz, you got it.
And you, Steven?
My parents bought me my first comic, which was Avengers '89, and it scared the hell out of me. It was like Captain Marvel on the run from aliens, and it freaked me out, and I didn't touch another comic book for about 10 years.
Oh, wow.
And then
nothing's
changed. But now I think back, and it's, that's definitely my most charged comic ever, and I love it now. I still have my same copy.
Well, thank you, gentlemen. I appreciate your time. We here at ComicWow appreciate your time, and we love everything you're all doing, and we look forward to seeing all the awesome that's coming out of Man of Action. Thanks, Duncan. You guys, gentlemen. ComicWow.
This is Man of Action, and you're on ComicWow.